All right, welcome back. Here now is Joe Pruzzo, CEO of the Castle Air Museum. So you got a new plane that I was doing a little research about, so I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. It's an F4 Phantom.
It is, and it comes from down your old stomping grounds around Point Magoo.
Yes, yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yes. Matter of fact, that was the squadron commander's airplane.
Okay.
For the Pacific Missile Test Squadron, which is VX4. There were two of them, VX4 and 5, and they merged now, and it's 9. But this is the iconic bunny jet, and it's called that because you've got the bunny on the tail. And that actually, you can see it going across the road here. There's Parker, Arizona. She came down the interstate at 28 feet wide, so that caused a lot of stir. A lot of escorts, a lot of escort police officers and so on. That's as it leaves Tucson the night of the 24th, I believe.
Very cool. Okay, so yeah, you can see the bunny back there on the tail.
Yes, you can.
And this has a little pop culture connection.
Well, it does.
What's the story?
Well, actually, that bunny, if it looks familiar, is the actual logo for Playboy Enterprises.
Yes, it is.
And, a little tongue-in-cheek here, but they had to actually get permission to use the copyright. The Navy did from Mr. Hefner.
Yes.
So this is, he was actually going to sue before they got, they said, hey, man, this is we're promoting your logo.
Yeah,
we're doing
promoting
this,
your brand.
Flying a hot jet, and all this good stuff. So, yeah, that's where that came from.
Okay, so here's what I read about that story.
Right.
Was that Hugh was going to sue.
Right.
But then his financial advisor thought better of that because they were like, we might expose your financial situation here.
Yeah.
Which I just think is such a fun story attached to history that we now have here in the Central Valley.
Absolutely. That's a one-of-a-kind paint job.
Yeah.
And to have that here and in the Central Valley, when I first saw it, it was 7 years to get that airplane here.
Oh, wow.
To raise the money, to arrange the transport, and do through all these little minuscule things that culminate in getting it here. That's what a lot of people don't realize is they think these airplanes just sort of appear.
They just fly them in and then they land, right?
Unfortunately, that's not the case in most cases. But in this case, it almost flew because it still had its wing attached, so it was just flying low.
It was real low to the ground. So you mentioned fundraising there, and that's how we can do these things and get these pieces of history.
Right.
Any fundraisers coming up?
Absolutely. We have a couple of big ones coming up. We have the Bombs Away car show on September 23rd, and that's a Saturday. We're expecting hopefully upwards of about 400 cars.
Yeah.
And what's kind of really neat is they're parked in amongst the airplanes. So, you can get a 57 Chevy next to an airplane that relates to that.
Yeah, I love that.
So it's a really great event, for car buffs and just people who like mechanical things. A lot of vendors, and then Open Cockpit Day, just kind of, giving people a heads up on that. Saturday, October 14th. And the good thing about that is this year, I am told that there'll be a return of the Bomber Burger for Open Cockpit Day, which everybody asks about the Bomber Burger. There's these huge burgers with homemade sauce, and so so stay tuned. They're really great.
So these fundraisers, they help get planes, they help transport planes, also will help to our biggest goal, which is an airplane hangar.
Yes, and an airplane like that, painted all black, has to go inside. Some of those airplanes of special pedigree, you can see it right there on the screen.
Yes.
A hangar pavilion like that at probably 80,000 square feet to 2 acres. That's what it's all about. Put those airplanes inside. We could probably get about 20 of those aircraft inside, including the presidential aircraft, the SR-71, the Bunny, the Blue Angel, some of the other F-16, some of the other really good airplanes with really pristine interiors. And the hangar is something that people can get naming rights to.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all, it's basically all tax deductible.
Yes.
And hey, here's how you can name bays inside. But to those philanthropic individuals out there and corporations, this is a great way to get your name out there.
Lots of opportunity to help preserve history right here in the Central Valley. All right, Joe Pruzzo, we'll have all the information you talked about on our website. Joe Pruzzo, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Emily.
Still to come here, Elite Auto is getting you ready for your next summer road trip. They can get you into your dream car or truck. We head to Visalia after this.